Welcome to Southwest Desert, where adventure meets the arid beauty of the American Southwest. Join us as we explore the rugged landscapes, uncover hidden historical gems, and dive deep into the rich legends and culture of this iconic region. Subscribe now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on our latest desert adventures. Please leave a like or comment. This is very helpful. Let's journey together into the heart of the Southwest Desert. In the shadow of the Santa Lucia Mountains, where California wilderness stretches toward endless horizon, stands a place where the veil between worlds grows thin. A place where footsteps echo from empty attics. Apparitions carry candles through darkened courtyards, and colored clouds hover in defiance of meteorological explanation. Welcome to Mission San Antonio de Padua, where for over 250 years, the boundaries between the living and the dead have blurred in ways that defy rational explanation. Established in 1771, Mission San Antonio de Padua sits isolated in the California wilderness, approximately 30 miles north of Paso Robles. As one of America's oldest continuously inhabited religious buildings, its only neighbor is a United States Army military installation. Each year, visitors journey to this remote location seeking spiritual renewal, typically staying for a week or longer. But what many discover goes beyond simple meditation. For beneath the serene surface of this historic mission lies a reputation for supernatural phenomena that has attracted clergy and researchers alike for generations. Picture a dining hall in the mid-1980s, filled with religious residents and scientific researchers enjoying an evening meal. The conversation stops abruptly when everyone hears unmistakable footsteps moving across the attic above. The pattern is distinct, several paces followed by a higher step, as if someone were stepping over structural crossbeams. Two archaeological team members immediately grab flashlights and position themselves at opposite ends of the attic access points. Their thorough search reveals the attic is completely empty. More tellingly, the thick dust covering the floor remains perfectly undisturbed. No human foot had recently tread there, yet everyone had heard the footsteps clearly. The unanimous conclusion among these educated, skeptical witnesses was that the sounds had non-human origins, the mission's first introduction to many researchers that this historic place might indeed be haunted. Footsteps are merely the beginning. One night around 12:30 a.m., a city archaeologist from Ventura was working late in the mission courtyard when they noticed a light source moving across the darkened grounds. Drawing closer, they realized it was a candle being carried by a figure in traditional monastic clothing. Concerned about fire hazards, candles were strictly prohibited. The archaeologist approached to investigate. When about 12 feet away, the figure, shorter than average height and dressed in traditional Franciscan robes, simply vanished. The archaeologist immediately checked the chapel entrance where the figure had disappeared. The heavy chapel door, known for its distinctive squeaking, remained firmly closed with no explanation for how anyone could have vanished so completely. What makes this sighting more remarkable is that it occurred at precisely 12:30 a.m., a time that historical records confirm was when mission monks traditionally rose for nighttime prayer. The apparition wasn't random. It was following centuries-old ritual that continued long after physical death. The supernatural manifestations aren't limited to ghosts. Multiple observers have witnessed a distinct atmospheric anomaly above the mission buildings, a compact cloud formation, approximately 3 feet square, hovering about 8 feet above the tile roof of the women's accommodations during otherwise completely clear conditions. Witnesses describe the cloud changing colors in sequence: white, green, blue, yellow, and red, as if colored lights were being projected through it. This phenomenon has been observed repeatedly over the years, defying conventional meteorological explanation. Even more chilling is another cloud manifestation that coincided with the death of a senior mission clergyman. While working in a town 70 miles away, the clergyman passed away. At that exact moment, though mission residents remained unaware of his passing, a wispy white cloud emerged from the winter chapel doorway. Multiple witnesses watched as the cloud moved with apparent purpose through the mission grounds. It followed the cloister pathway, made an abrupt turn toward the central courtyard fountain, paused for 2 minutes, turned again, and proceeded along another pathway before entering the main church building and disappearing. The cloud's path precisely matched the daily noon prayer route of the deceased clergyman, even pausing at the fountain where he habitually stopped to feed fish. Mission residents interpreted this as the departed soul's final journey along a familiar path. The mission's supernatural activity doesn't merely manifest as passive phenomena, but appears to actively intervene in visitors' lives. A young man with a troubled background involving illegal substance distribution sought spiritual cleansing at the mission. He was assigned accommodations recently vacated by a terminally ill woman who had returned to England, where she subsequently died from cancer. One night he was awakened by an extraordinarily intense light in his room, occurring at the exact moment the previous occupant died. The light was dazzlingly bright, and he reported complete paralysis lasting several minutes. Only after the light gradually dimmed could he move again. Physical evidence remained, a clear body outline formed by perspiration on the bedding. Following this experience, the young man underwent a profound behavioral transformation. Mission staff later confirmed the timing correlation with the former occupant's death, and the reformed individual now leads an exemplary lifestyle. A family seeking reconciliation experienced another supernatural intervention. Parents had distanced themselves from their son due to his criminal involvement, but agreed to meet at the mission. While occupying adjacent rooms, all three experienced violent tremors that shook the building structure. They fled to the courtyard for safety, discovering something perplexing. No other mission occupants had felt any tremors. Despite furniture being overturned in their rooms, no seismic event had been recorded by monitoring stations. The family interpreted this isolated phenomenon as spiritual intervention. The experience catalyzed reconciliation and rehabilitation, with the son maintaining lawful behavior since the incident, as if the mysterious tremors had shaken him back onto the right path. The supernatural phenomena extend beyond the mission walls. Local folklore describes an indigenous woman who was decapitated by her spouse near the current military installation. Multiple military personnel on guard duty have reported sighting a headless female figure on horseback. One incident involved 4 military police officers in 2 vehicles who observed the apparition near the ammunition storage facility. The figure, wearing a flowing cloak-like garment, vanished into thin air when officers attempted pursuit. Archaeological experts confirm that historical documentation supports elements of this legend, suggesting this tragic figure continues to ride through the region, perhaps seeking justice for her violent end. Perhaps the most touching account involves a 7-year-old girl with terminal cancer. Medical professionals had provided a prognosis of 14 days until coma onset, with death expected shortly thereafter. The child had expressed a desire to be interred on mission grounds, but religious authorities initially denied permission. Mission staff attempted repeatedly to secure a special dispensation, but administrative procedures caused significant delays. Meanwhile, the child defied expectations by remaining in a comatose state for 29 days, more than double the medical prediction. Permission for burial was finally granted, and remarkably, the child passed away precisely 1 day after approval was received. Following her interment in the courtyard garden, unusual botanical phenomena began. Wild purple-violet flowers spontaneously appeared covering the gravesite. This species normally cannot survive in the region due to excessive heat, yet these violets bloomed consistently for 9 years. All purple violets suddenly perished. Before staff could replace them, white violet flowers mysteriously appeared at the gravesite within 1 week. Shortly thereafter, mission staff learned that the child's mother had passed away. The timing correlation led to an interpretation of the white flowers as a symbolic message. Currently, both purple and white violets grow intermingled on the grave, defying botanical explanation. For those who visit this remote sanctuary, the experience often becomes more than a simple retreat. It becomes an encounter with the unexplained, a brush with forces that defy conventional explanation. In the quiet corridors and sun-dappled courtyards of this ancient mission, the line between this world and whatever lies beyond blurs, offering glimpses into mysteries that have captivated humanity since time immemorial. And so, the mission continues its centuries-old vigil in the California wilderness, where footsteps echo in empty attics, monks from another era still make their midnight rounds, and colored clouds hover in defiance of natural law. San Antonio de Padua remains a place where the supernatural isn't just believed, it's experienced. Join my Patreon community and discover my art print products on my website in the links provided in my description and link above. Also, if you would like a particular image from my videos, give the timestamp for image, and I will upload it to my website and Patreon. Thank you for joining your desert frontiersman Alan for another Southwest story. Check out my large catalog of Southwest videos and playlists on historical tales, legends, lost gold stories, and adult bedtime stories. If you like a certain image from my videos, tell me in comments and give timestamp. Happy trails! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more great content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.